EA Sports. It's in the game.
I know I found it and ain't a been cast. The servitude of groveling framed as pain task. I got a figure and can't hurt to ask. Suspension of this.
I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds of heavyweight action between Muhammad Ali and Iron Mike Tyson. Muhammad Ali's on his way to the ring right now, and you can see how excited he is for this one. Lots of confidence. Tyson's making that final walk that separates man and warrior, soon to be in battle there in the ring.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Mike Tyson.
All right, gentlemen. Remember what I said. Protect yourself at all times. All right?
Well, they're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is 10 rounds. Let's talk about the pre-fight chatter heading into this fight of Muhammad Ali against Mike Tyson, because both men like to intimidate their opponents. Now, Mike does it by silence and by pure intimidation of trying to make the guy fearful. Ali does it by acting half crazy.
Yeah, well, I think I'll go with Ali because I think there's a depth to his character where it's been tested in areas that Tyson has not been tested, where he believes in himself more than Tyson. I think that when you depend just purely on the intimidation you just touched on, where you just scare guys, where you just try to frighten guys. There's going to come a day, and it might come today, where it doesn't work. And then guess what? The intimidator becomes the intimidated. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what happens.
Wow, is he defensively sound. Muhammad Ali blocks that punch. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Last 10 seconds. This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have every once in a while, very short arms. You know, these guys,
they don't have the reach.
No,
they can't reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table, but great guys.
Keep your distance. Keep your head moving.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Mike Tyson's starting to show some swelling. His corner should ice that down. What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths, that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves, that these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
Tyson's vision is being compromised here. That swelling around the eye is worsening as the fight continues.
Well, right now, he has to use every advantage he can. You're right. He's at a disadvantage. So now he has to position himself in the ring, every inch of that ring, where he keeps his opponent in a place where he can't throw punches towards the bad eye, where he positions himself where the good eye is always in a place where it can be used.
Keep your distance.
Let's get on that swell.
Okay, beautiful. Nice. Nice, keep it up. Move it. The swelling is nothing. Just focus on the fight.
And round number 3 is underway. now looks to clinch.
He wants to clear his head right now, but not just physically, emotionally. He wants to get rid of that memory. He wants to make sure that he can move on after this and get aggressive again.
Tough to have a discussion about Muhammad Ali without bringing up the name of Smokin' Joe Frazier. Their trilogy, perhaps the most documented in the history of the sport.
Well, Fred Astaire, maybe the greatest dancer of all time, had to have Ginger Rogers, and you do need somebody to match up with. And he found that person. He found that person in every way, was the perfect guy to make great fights with. You know, personality-wise, the opposite of each other. And style-wise, in that ring, the opposite. One guy coming forward, another guy on the outside looking to take advantage of that forward motion.
Beautiful game plan there. Out from range and into the power.
Just the way he and his trainer drew it up on the chalkboard.
Blocks the headshot. So they come to the end of the round in what has been an all-out action fight, Teddy.
Yeah, this is a debate right here, and each guy is fighting to get the last word in.
Nice work, a new one. We'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the swelling.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man, completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Muhammad Ali's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. Teddy, I think the fans sometimes don't appreciate it, but what he's doing right now on the outside is very smart.
Well, this is a sweet science, Joe, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's understanding where he needs to be, and he's controlling that dimension.
He just missed that shot up top. Good scoring counter punch by Ali. It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
Joe, it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Doing well. Nice work on the outside. Keep it up.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance.
Back to the body.
Not precise at all by Ali. Teddy, so much work in the gym goes into head movement and how to hit a moving target. Doesn't matter in this fight tonight.
No, this guy doesn't move his head. The old timers would say he gets insulted if you miss him.
That's a miss right there by Ali. Muhammad Ali is well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Down. Oh, and there you go. Mike Tyson's been stunned.
No holding.
Tyson takes that blow and now looks to clinch.
He wants to clear his head right now, but not just physically, emotionally. He wants to get rid of that memory. He wants to make sure that he can move on after this and get aggressive again.
He is saved by the bell. Oh, boy, Teddy, he's in a world of hurt now. Only 60 seconds in front of him.
And you know what? Less than 60 seconds. It took him 5 seconds to get him on that stool. So right now, they can't concentrate just on telling him things, and he needs to be told why he got hit. But they got to get ice on him, and they got to, right now, they have to revive him.
You had in that round. You're in control. Next round, let's keep busy. You're fighting this fight. You're fighting.
6th round now underway. Let's see who can really come on here in the second half of this fight. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about...
Oh, that's got to hurt. Ali's down, but is he out? He's got to fight back now. Some way he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid this opponent like the Black Plague.
Well off the mark by Ali. Is doing very nicely on the outside here in this fight. Muhammad Ali's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Top, but was unable to connect. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing that I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck, You know, I bring him to a sense. I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
You know, get on that.
Wondering, can he survive the start of this round after the way we saw him go down in that last round?
Well, it's up to his opponent. Now, his opponent gets a little careless and he rushes in a little bit too close. He could get a chance to grab those hands and tie him up. And then he can kill a little of the clock, survive.
That was a miss by Ali. Muhammad Ali is a seasoned pro, and old pros tend to fall into the same patterns. Nothing has changed with him stylistically since he's been knocked down in this fight.
Well, that falls right into that pattern or that cliche where old dogs can't be taught new tricks. Well, right now, he's going to have to come up with a trick or two.
Wow! Mike Tyson's in a bad place right now. He was tagged.
No holding, no holding.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. He is hurt, and he's playing keep away now.
He needs to stay away.
Return. Nice work by Muhammad Ali. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Mike Tyson's been stunned. Tyson takes that blow and now looks to clinch.
He wants to clear his head right now, but not just physically, emotionally. He wants to get rid of that memory. He wants to make sure that he can move on after this and get aggressive again.
Punch it out.
As a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Notre Dame to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Out of it there. He was stunned. He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but...
And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That is it. This fight is over. Muhammad Ali's got the win by way of knockout. He put his man down, and the 10th count was administered. Muhammad Ali's your winner by knockout, Teddy.
Well, we came in wondering whether or not his opponent had a good chin. We found out.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.
This is what you train for. This is what you
you train for. Train for. This is what you train for. This is what you train. This is what you train for.
Até um outro dia.